Alrighty, well, hello, welcome all you wonderful YouTube viewers. Uh, what I want to demonstrate today is I want to play on the thought and the concept that people have certain magnetic energies surrounding their bodies. Some people call this the aura, some people call this magnetism, and some people, hypnotists for example, are supposedly, or mesmerists more appropriately, are supposedly able to manipulate the vital energy and force of human beings and thereby manipulate people. So I want to play on that a little bit and demonstrate a few very simple methods. For one thing, we're going to try and actually use static electricity on my body to cause the effect to actually happen. We're going to try to make this particular pin right here, you see it's a pin. I'm going to cause this, or try to get this to actually stick to my hand. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to really concentrate. Got the pin in my hand. Like a bird. It keeps aggravating me. But we're going to try and concentrate on this pin, and we're going to try and make it stick to my body. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to build up a little bit of static electricity and whatnot, and maybe get a bit of hair in there too. And we are going to attempt to make this stick. And this may take a little bit of effort on my part to get this going. And what I'm really concerned about is whether or not I can actually get this to work. So what we're going to do is really fucking work on. Oh, fuck. Okay. That really wasn't that easy to do, and obviously this fucking thing is not going anywhere. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a conjuring trick, obviously, and you would be absolutely correct. It's a very simple one. There's a particular variation of ways to do these sorts of tricks. As you can tell, I've basically done a very simple one. As my hand is turned like this, you're not even really concentrating on my pointer finger as it slides up through there. As you can tell, there's nothing up my sleeves at all. There's no type of gadget or mechanism that I'm using to keep that in place, but the illusion is pretty convincing for people who, I guess, aren't educated on conjuring tricks. But, we're actually going to give this another shot. I might as well give it another try, and we're going to try to do this the legitimate way this time, with a bit of real static electricity. And here we go. Okay, so we're going to really fucking try with this, and I know you're thinking that I did it the exact same way I did before, but if you'll notice, the pin's still up there. It's kind of remarkable to me too. I don't know how in the hell it's staying up there. It's fucking insane, really. But this is another conjuring trick, and if you notice, when I toggled between the different methods, I inserted the knife or some other type of object like a knife. It is a knife, but you can use anything. I inserted the knife in my watch right there, and you can do that pretty without drawing too much attention to yourself, and you can do some pretty convincing illusions. For example, back in the day of classic seances, mediums would use similar methods to levitate tables. For example, we'll pretend this is the top of a table, and they would have a confederate on the other side. There would be some type of apparatus under the side of the table or inserted into the table that could cause the object to tilt, and when you have another person on the opposite end, you can lift it right off the ground, which is a very simple illusion. Now we're going to get rid of the knife, and it always amazes me how easy it is to fool people in a lot of situations, and I think we're really prone to magical thinking. But sometimes there are effects, and sometimes there are things that really do baffle even the keenest viewer or investigator. You see David Copperfield, people like Darren Brown, and other people like that perform, and it leaves you with a sense of almost real magic. I remember pretty recently I did a illusion. Actually, it was an illusion, but it was I like the term conjuring better. It's more appropriate. Well, actually, for this particular effect, it was a telepathy trick or a trick. It was a telepathy trick involving cards, and I actually fooled another magician with this. It was kind of interesting. And he actually asked me at the end of it. He thought about it. He didn't know how in the hell I could have done it, and he said, "Is it real? Is it real?" And when a person asks you a question like that, that's when you know that you've done real magic. To that person, you've baffled them, you've blown them away. And the remarkable thing about tricks and illusions are that they can play a pivotal role in our lives. They can make us, I guess, understand that there's maybe a bit of magic left in the world after all. So, talking about things like that, we're going to concentrate again, and I know you think that I've somehow inserted the knife again, but you might become a bit, it's kind of weird actually how things like that happen. I don't even really know how some of this shit happens around me sometimes, right? But the fact is that, yeah, I'm actually developing a great interest in mentalism as opposed to conjuring, though I'll always have a strong interest in those areas too. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, just have fun with illusions. Use some of the tricks I showed you with those particular tools. If you want to impress your friends, there's a very simple method. You can find all types of methods online or through good books on the subject. I recommend older books by Dunninger and other magicians. There's also there's all types of things you can do. I just wish you luck with that, and yeah, have a great day, evening, morning, night, whatever it is there. Alrighty.